It's like I forgot to turn on the recording. Hello? Frostbolts. Four. That's up, yeah. So, what's the plan? I guess the plan is to scum for a little while. Just keep going up and down and hope that something good is going to come. There's a little vault over there. Okay. These animal pits, the problem is that they can sometimes have, here we go, you know, stuff like hydras. I can kill these guys. Can I use a potion of speed? Maybe, yeah, maybe that's a good idea. What kind of activations do I have? Nothing. How much are they worth? 9,000. Yeah, let's do it. Because I still have the cold brand. Okay, potion of healing. Another potion of healing. That guy will drain my XP. Let's use the scroll mapping. The problem with these animal pits is that sometimes they can have Drunkelisks? Well, basilisks, they also are a problem, but they have the bigger form of the basilisk that uses nexus as a breath. And that's really hard to resist. Dreads. Maybe I can be over there. This guy is also a problem because he can reduce my... Can he reduce my dexterity as well? An Axorn and a... Alright. The problem with Axorns is that you kill them, but they will crush everything in their path. Morning Star, why am I still seeing this stuff? Great Flail, okay. Don't need any of those. Xorn, Xaren, they're all the same. I've seen there's Vortex over there. Ooh, second rod of magic mapping, nice. Ah. Okay, teleportation. What the hell is happening? I'm gonna need to pop a healing now. No, okay. So I'm still slowed by the gravity hounds. Phase. Phase again. Heal, heal. Phase one more time. Teleport. Yeah, teleport. Restore XP in case I get to kill some of the stuff. Remember how easy those are to kill when you're a mage? Did he die? He's dead now. Enchant them. Can't enchant anything. Oh, the yellow potion. We had one of these destroyed earlier on, so we'll get to see what it is. We only want magical cloaks. And I used up my only scrolls of teleportation, so not good. Boots of speed, +3, but okay. Door of destruction, don't need them. These exist because many years ago it took a lot of effort to open a door, and you had two options. You could pick the lock, and it was based on your dexterity, or you could bash the door. And if you pick the lock, you would make less noise. If you bash the door, it was faster. And it was based on your strength as well. But there was also an additional downside that when you bashed the door, you made more noise. And you also could, if you failed the roll, you could get briefly stunned as well. So you wouldn't just open the door. It was essentially locked and impassable unless you took some risk to it. Not only, but there was an additional object in the game, which were iron spikes. And you could spike a door so that if you pass the door, monsters that were coming after you, they were not able to open it, and they would need to roll in order to break down the door. So the way that you navigated the dungeon was very different than the way it is today. Let's just sell this for a second. Intellect, fantastic. Good thing we got broken to begin with. Flail acid. Not a bad brand. So we made some money, but we are kind of, losing right now. I'm definitely buying this banishment. I'm also buying this vigor, keeping it at home. Selling that one, and then you restore life levels. Yes. So I think maybe we need to go up in the dungeon. We're a bit too low for what we can do. Oh, that's a chest. Normally these places have a chest there in the middle, I think. Magical hat, do not need it. Magical hat. Okay, so not a chest. But yeah, I think this character still needs to be around dungeon level 35. 39 is way too risky. And all you need to do is if you want to reset it, is when you read a scroll of recall, it'll say, do you want to change the depth? Um, which we will do right now because I do not want to have to deal with yet another one of these guys. And hopefully I won't get any... Oh! Oh, hopefully I will not get hit with another bolt, he said, the moment that he was hit with another bolt, because that's another one of my restore life levels. That'll give me a chance to buy this thing. How many potions do I have? Cure critical. I will take these. Ooh, hold on a minute. Need more of them. Magical arrows. Potion of enlightenment. Let's take it. So there's a 5. Angrist. I haven't seen this in years, so I don't even remember what it does. Okay, acid brand. I think this does more damage. 258, 231. Yeah, this is better because of the dexterity bonus. It gives me more attacks. And, you know, it does have that 231 Slavel, but the 258 Acid Brand, at this depth, very little resists acid. Wait, this was a drop, right? No, found lying on the floor. Okay, there's a big ass white dragon. Should I try to go for stairs again? And also, an additional problem as a warrior is that you always have to melee monsters. So if you melee any monster and that monster's reply is to use the breath attack, you'll take full damage because you're right up there, right in front of their face. Oh. Can I uncurse? No, sorry. Can I uncurse this ring of strength? It's +4. Oh, hold on a minute. I should have not dropped my phase door. Although I have a staff of teleportation. Potion of Constitution, great. Another thing is that I need to only see the ones that I should actually go pick up, which is just teleport other right now. I do sustain dexterity. Oh, what happened? So there's something that has recalled me to them. Of course, these spiders. Not need rings of sea invisible. Same for the rods. Pungent potion. Let's take the pungent potion and drop this stuff for mapping because we have the rods, and recall. Yes, we do want to reset that. So let's see what we found. A crimson potion, dexterity, and a pungent potion, venom breath. Dexterity will take it. Can we uncurse the ring? Teleportation 32 is now fragile. That means that I failed, and if I fail again, it can. And there you go. I rolled 2d20, and I was not able to roll a 12 or higher on 2 rolls. Stuff for Starlight. We can sell these now. More potions? No more potions. Scrolls of Phase Door. Scrolls of whatchamacallit. Nothing worthy of consideration. Always consider, here we go. Always consider what is it that you get when you're at whatever depth you are, if you get like a 7, 6, 1. So don't consider the monsters that you normally see coming around, but consider the monsters that you're going to have to deal with if you get a 7 or potentially even an 8. Can you kill those things? Can you get rid of them? Because we got a single wand of teleportation, and when that one's done, it's done. We need to be lucky enough to find another one in the black market. Should I kill the Ant Queen? Yeah, I can kill her, no problem. And she dropped nothing. Oh, those are impact hounds. Not cool. Recall. There's no stairs near me. Stairs up. So there's only that one that I can see. If there's others, they're over here because I've already discovered all this part of the dungeon. Huh. This might actually be worth, no, not spending the money on it. Any more potion secure, critical. Don't need to see any more prayer books, at least the basic ones. Rings. Asset. Slaying will keep it. Slaying it's like an inferior version of the ring of damage. Inferior because the roll is less. So let's say you find a ring of damage that's like plus 13. The ring of slaying has both a damage bonus and also a 2-hit bonus. And the equivalent would be like a ring of slaying +9 in damage. And then in that ring will also have like +12 in attack, kind of if you combine a ring of accuracy and a ring of damage. But in reality, that 2-hit bonus does not actually convert into the equivalent of additional damage points. 5, 4. I could wait for the Mystic here by the door, but those guys... Okay, this is good. They will... So they stun, right? So I have to absolutely avoid them. What I can do is, when I'm here, I can wait for them to come and then shoot arrows as they come. But there's an additional problem. They summon, and they will summon a whole bunch of junk that basically is only there to defend them, to take hits for them. Okay, this is kind of useless if I remember correctly. The leather shield of Caligorn. It is just essentially a really shitty shield of elven kind. Because you get to the 4 basic resists, which we already have, light and dark, which we incidentally already have, and they are the worst resists in the game. Then you get P blind. I'll wear it, but it's really useless. All average lights, we do not need to see them. Slay orc. Six, 4. Mapping, we got the rods. Just teleportation. No, we said detect evil as well. Might come in handy if we want to go lower. So 36. Potions. We don't want to see. Dragon breath, heroism, intellect, heat. All the other ones are still good. Basic crossbow, not needed. Now there's a vault right there with a 7. So use, no, we don't have that. that rod. Rust rod, and of course it's destroyed it. Lorgan, I'll have to teleport them. It's too strong for me to kill. This is what? Holy Avenger? Still money. Just money. Holy Avenger. Purple spectral little potion. You can try to drink it. Wisdom. Escaping. 3,000 gold for ring. Absolutely. Kind. Identify. I'm gonna sell it anyway because I need to resist poison. That one. Oh, okay. Amulet of Sustenance. Actually, this is better. Where did I find this? Okay. This is something that you normally find very deep. And to have all the sustains, and on top of that, have hold life at this point is really useful. Don't need to see basic or good armor anymore. Not to dig in just cash. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna throw away that. I don't think we've seen whatever that 7 was. Although Lorgan is still around. Okay, great. Use teleportation. The mushrooms, mushrooms are not completely useless. Initially, you tend to find mushrooms which have half positive, half negative effects, so people dismiss them. There's a mushroom of sprinting that basically does haste, but then it will slow you down when the effect is finished for some time. It lasts long enough that you can use it instead of potions of haste. It's not great, but in a pinch it will do. There's the mushroom of terror, which gives you plus 10 speed for a longer period of time, but you cannot attack afterwards. There's the mushroom of ESP, and it gives you ESP, but for a very short time. I don't know, like 10 turns. It's alright if you need to. You're doing something really risky, like you're going into a vault to teleport away extremely dangerous mob, and just for those few turns you're like doing a very precise mission. But I really wouldn't carry one to do that. I would not have something that's keep taking up one of my slots just in order to be able to do that if the chance happens. Holy Avenger, Slay Dragon. Mattox can be sold at this other guy, which also is 5,000. Okay. Elven Kind. Nether. We are way too early to even consider Nether. Lordliness could maybe potentially be better. Oh, no, I need to see invisible from day and night. Alright, back in a minute. I decided to kill him. This time I decided to kill him, okay? I don't think there's anything here. Like, having teleport would be so much easier. I mean, even just teleport itself. Like, you see a bunch of Nexus hounds, you just teleport away. Did he hit me? No. Let's kill this guy. Crocodile. So I think this is the one I was thinking about. No. It does do recharging, which, I mean, you can do it with the scroll. But in a pinch, it does save you a slot if you're... I mean, 500 XP. Great advantage of having hold life from the Amulet of Substance. Oh, great. I had not discovered contemplation. Nothing that I like better than losing a point of dexterity for a point of wisdom. So back to mushrooms. In the end, the only mushroom that you really need is the mushroom of vigor. It's the one that restores your stats. Once you find one of them, you can basically just ignore all the other ones. And there is no way that you can identify them unless you eat them. You need to eat them, and when you do eat them, they will tell you what is it that they do, and that includes eating the ones that do bad stuff. What is that? Store mana, don't care. Recall. So once again, what does this do? Just plus 3 dexterity. Well, we'll keep it. Oh, healing. This is not bad. Recall. We will never be able to cast recall, so having 2 of these is good. Don't trust your recall to just having 1 of these. Make sure that you have at least 2, and if one of them gets destroyed, recall immediately and go get some scrolls. That hasn't even really got anything in it. I already know there's nothing there. I remember I got two of the most ridiculous drops from really early mobs. And years ago, I'm talking like 10 years ago, something like that, I believe there was someone that came to the forums to show that he got, um, whenever there's rubble that you need to dig through, you have a chance of finding an object. Is kind of like the same as a chest or a potion of acquirement. It's just the level of roll that you get is very low. But you do find when you have a cave level and there's so much rubble, you do wind up getting a few wands, a few staves that you can sell. So it's worth thinking. And apparently this guy got the one ring from digging into a piece of rubble. Or something similar to that. And there's nothing we can enchant. I got wands and the Trident of Wrath, which is like one of the super powerful ultra end game objects that exist in the standard artifact set. From Boulder, the King of the Yeeks, on like dungeon level 2, and the most ridiculous drop absolutely was to get to the book Word of God, which is native to like after dungeon level 95, from Farmer Maggot in town. So when I say, oh, there's nothing there, I mean, there could be. You can never tell what the randomness of Angband can do, but you're a lot less likely to find good stuff on those levels rather than another one. Shall we go down? The character level 31, still nothing has changed. Well, no way. I mean, if this was a mage, right now we'd be able to cast Teleport Self, Teleport Other. We would be able to cast Speed. We would be able to wear the rings of escaping because we wouldn't need to melee like a barbarian. Enjoying life. Well, looks like the game has mistook me for a paladin because it keeps giving me. Okay, so from the shape I can tell that that one hasn't got any drops in it. It only has gold, which, and not even that much gold or so. 7-4. Intelligence, Dwarven Chainmail, or whatever that is. Shield or resistance, normal heavy crossbow, all useless. This way. This way. All right, so it's it's this one. Go back to 36. Impact counts. Nothing. There's only one wand that we're looking for right now, and it is Annihilation. So teleport, other, drain life, Annihilation, everything else isn't actually needed. They just don't do enough damage. Nice. Potion of strength. Potion of intelligence. Out of venom. Get them. They're branded. They do more damage. Oh, potion of augmentation, thank you. So, read these, aggravate monsters. Stinking Cloud, don't need it. Recall. Yes, let's set it back to 37. Way too many illumination. I don't need the Shield of Resistance because I already have something that does resistant. Shield of Caligorm. So we'll just sell it for money. This unidentified object can be at best extra tax. That's not even that, it's more gold. More gold would be of the Nazgul. Oh, was there a... No, there wasn't. Rod of Teleport Order. Okay, so we have one shot of teleport for the really big monsters. And, you know, if 8 charges of teleport order to be administered as we prefer, Actually, let me do something. Well, not necessary because I have the cloak, but if you get some recharging and you're depending on wands, keep a couple of recharging in your house. So, as we said, we can try to get Detect Evil and read these. Of course, first of all, we're already packed with the amount of stuff that we're carrying. So it's not like we're going to take back money. I can probably sell the Rods of Illumination and just use the Vial of Galadriel. Amulet Sustenance is actually good for if we're planning to dive down to 60, because you start to get undead and they will constantly be draining you to the point where you're losing more than you're gaining. You're losing more XP, you're losing these restore life level potions, which there's not so many of them around. Losing potions of cure critical wounds to actually heal back the endpoints that they take from you, but we do have a better chance of finding ESP, so could potentially do that. Use Detect Evil to look ahead. +3 speed. It's ridiculous, but otherwise it's just really a matter of winning with a warrior. As far as I know, it's just grinding. Grind, grind, grind. Keep grinding until you're like 35. And you know the XP is going to skyrocket right now. Let's do 32. Let's do 32 and see how much it takes for the next level. So drop that. Drop that for now. Drop these. I don't need to see basic magic books. I do want to look at that one. I don't really want to pass by the guy we just saw because he teleports. He summons. Okay, also do not need 25 scrolls of Satisfy Hunger. Elmo Sig. Well, we already have the equivalent of Elmo Sig. This does give me P-Blind. This also gives me P-Blind. It's the same thing. So, P-Blind and See Invisible. P-Blind, See Invisible. The other one gives you those two useless resists of light and darkness. Ooh, Sling of Buckland. Okay, this is really good. This is really, really, really good. I am going to replace 200 XP. I'm going to replace the bow with them. Artifact. Was this on the floor? Huh. And we do not need to see just normal magic items. Okay, Sling of Buckland, even though it does a completely different function than what we're looking for, because we're looking for detection and prevention, essentially, rather than killing. But the option to get out of certain situations by killing is not bad if we have some good resistances. We don't have these. We don't have nether, so that's a problem. But we do have a hold life to you know, Nether will still hit you, will still damage you. But when you get to the effect of losing XP, you'll lose a lot less. So I got it. I do have it. This could be a good change. I forgot what Ozone the other does because I haven't played with these so long. The fact that I don't remember what it does is not a good sign. So +3 strength, +3 wisdom, blessed by the gods. 260s versus Firebrand. Firebrand starts to be resisted quite a lot. 183 versus others. 280 versus acid. And 226 versus others. So overall this is better. If you're a priest, absolutely keep it, but we can sell it. Because it's blessed, we can sell it over here. So, with the current Bow of Extra Might that we have, some magical, let's get one basic arrow. A basic arrow does 63. And the best arrows that we have do 176. Okay? Iron shots do 153. These are the very basic ones that you buy from the shop. So this is definitely an upgrade in every way, and also we get +3 points of dexterity. Do I have any magical bullets? No, got the bolts of venom. Let's get some more. Potions of healing. These are necessary for the final fight. Well, you know, is there anything else that's also giving me poison? No, just that. So I can't really replace the hard leather armor. We can probably read these. It's a risk, but I mean, if you're looking for instructions on how to play a warrior, the first instruction is don't play a warrior. Play a paladin or play a thief, a rogue, because they're both better. By this time, as a rogue, you would have all the spells that I've been complaining about not having, that will allow you to do all those things. So you know ahead of time what monsters are there, what they could possibly do to you, and you've got means of not letting that happen to you. With a warrior, you're playing blind for the beginning of the game. And more than just the beginning of the game. So, say lunch, and then we'll read the scrolls, see what happens. Hopefully we survive. One more constitution point would be great. Just one more potion. Alright, see you later.